What a game for the Cowboys. I'm Barry Tramel along with OSU writer Gina Mizell. We're here at Boone Pickens Stadium where on Saturday night the 10th-ranked Cowboys stun 4th-ranked Baylor 49-17, take over command of the Big 12 football race, and Gina, it was a domination.
Yeah, I think a lot of people came into this game thinking that the Cowboys certainly had a shot at home in this game, but just the fact that they dominated pretty much in all three phases of the game through the first three quarters. Got a huge play on defense when James Castleman knocked away a fumble. Shock Linwood was trying to reach the ball over the goal line, and then the Cowboys went 99 yards for a touchdown, and it was pretty much the route was on after that. So, yeah, a complete dominating performance. 3 turnovers forced by this defense. A career night for Clint Shelf. Kai Staley even gets in the end zone 2 times. So it was a great night for the Cowboys.
Oh, no doubt about it. OSU gets up 35-3 on a team that had been averaging 61 points a game. Shelf was phenomenal. He was 19 of 25, 370 yards, 3 touchdowns, completed his first 12 passes. And really, Gina, if you didn't know any better, looking at you'd think that OSU had been the team that all season had taken college football by storm.
Yeah, absolutely. And Baylor came in with just so many crazy offensive numbers, averaging 485 yards of offense per game, and averaging almost 62 points per game. Yeah, the Cowboy defense, which we knew was a good unit, but Mike Gundy called this the ultimate test, and they certainly passed it with flying colors. Those 3 fumble recoveries that I mentioned, and just really limiting Bryce Petty. They got some good pressure. They didn't allow too many chunk plays. They tackled well in space, and so really just a fundamentally sound day for this defense. And so if people didn't realize nationally this is a pretty good unit, I think they know it now after what they did Saturday night.
And most amazing of all, perhaps OSU's best defensive player, Justin Gilbert, only played sparingly with the bum shoulder. So just a dominating performance. And now the Cowboys move on 2 weeks, December 7th. They host Oklahoma in a Bedlam showdown. If the Cowboys win that, they're going to the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah, again, who would have thought after this team lost in Morgantown at the end of September, everyone thought that this offense was sputtering and this might be a mediocre season for the Cowboys. After high expectations coming into the season, this was the team picked to win the league. So in one way, they're right where they should be, and in another way, this has been quite the story for Oklahoma State as far as finding this offense. Obviously, the quarterback switch from J.W. Walsh to Clint Shelf in the middle of the TCU game, inserting Desmond Rowland as the starting tailback, the offensive line and the shifts that they've made. And now over the past month or so, this has really started to come together for Oklahoma State. They go down to Lubbock and dominate. They go down to Austin and dominate. They obviously dominate Kansas, and they dominated today. So this is a team that you always talk about playing well at the end of the season. Well, that loss to West Virginia might come back to bite them as far as this would be a team in the national title picture if they had won that game. But certainly they're in position to win the Big 12 and go back to a BCS bowl game, which would be quite an accomplishment to do that twice in 3 years.
So it was quite the night here at Boone Pickens. Cowboys enjoyed the biggest crowd ever, 60,218. The crowd was loud and proud despite the cold weather. Didn't affect the Cowboys, didn't affect the crowd. Stay tuned for further OSU football coverage here on News OK and every day in the Oklahoman.